What if you scribbled an idea on a napkin and it became a limitless scale tech company poised for exit? What if you had a vision of eliminating an inefficiency in your community, industry, or the world, and you had a chance to co-found a company and bring this product or service to the market? What if we could positively impact every social issue with tech? 10x Tech Tank is the #1 daily show for everything tech entrepreneurship. And whether you are technical or not, you will learn, be inspired, and witness transformation in the making. People will share tech ideas on napkins. People will showcase minimum viable tech products. People will explain their cash-flowing tech companies looking for acceleration. And if the person is right, and their idea is right, and the market is right, and the business model is right, then there's a great chance you will witness some serious magic. We are on a mission to build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies in 10 years. And we invite you to make history with us. Together, we achieve more.
Welcome to 10x Tech Tank. Jared Yellin here.
And Eric Nowoslawki.
I think I should put you on the spot for this episode, or just let you go easy on this one.
You can put me on the spot.
Cool.
I'm ready for
I was
anything.
curious how you were going to respond
Yeah.
to that. I love that you always accept the challenge. There we go, E-Penny. There we go. Thank you for being here. I wonder who's going to pitch us. Who's going to pitch us tonight?
And where in the world are they going to be
Where
from?
are they going to be? I'll never forget, the most unique location to date was the wonderful entrepreneur that was in a mud hut in Africa.
Yeah.
By far, I didn't know they internet mud huts in Africa, but they obviously do because she pitched us, and we're moving forward in due diligence with it.
Yeah.
It's a really great idea, because here's what matters to us. Right person, right idea, right market, right business model. We don't care where you've been, we don't care where you are, all we care about is where do you want to go. We are democratizing technology. Yes, you're hearing it here. We are democratizing technology. What that means is we don't care about your pedigree. We don't care about your skin color, your gender, economic status. We don't care about your track record. We just care that the right person shows up with the right idea and the right market and the right business model. If that's what's present, then we're gonna say yes. But we do need your support. As you are watching, please let us know which ideas do you absolutely love and which ones do you stand against, politely, so that you can help us make a decision. Because we are going to say yes or no to due diligence, but we do want you to support by influencing our decisions. So with that, who's up in the tank?
What if you knew about Instagram or Slack or Clubhouse when the company was raising a friends and family round at $10,000 per person? What if you were able to see all the tech companies that Grant Cardone and Jared Yellin have co-founded in one place and invest in any that excite you? What if you were able to expand your portfolio into early stage tech companies with extraordinary founders and teams? 10x Tech Angels is the most unique investment club that you will ever find, because not only will you see some of the most innovative tech companies at the lowest valuations ever, but you will also be educated on how to pick tech winners, meet other members of our community, and experience the excitement associated with taking an early idea to exit. Become one of the founding members of 10x Tech Angels for an exclusive offer with some extraordinary bonuses. To learn more, visit 10xtechangels.com.
All right, we are back with another entrepreneur. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Paul Flick here. I am from Costa Rica.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here from Costa Rica. You got 5 minutes. Please share your big tech idea.
Okay, I have a company. First, I am an ophthalmologist, and as my background is part doing consultation with private patients for installing contact lenses, I made a small company called Express Lenses, which delivers express contact lenses. So I am making an app that works with Mac, iOS, and the idea is for patients to go into the app and be able to order contact lenses and have them delivered express to their address. So there is one company already in the US that has that participates in all the states, but my idea is to grow to the US market and Brazil. So it's a small company now, but maybe it can grow further.
Awesome, Paul. That's great. So 1-800-CONTACTS is like the company I'm assuming you're referring to. Is that who you're referring to in the States?
Yes.
Yeah.
The main companies that make contact lenses are U.S. registered, like Johnson and Johnson, Bausch and Lomb, Cooper Vision.
But
So-
you're like, so right now there's a company called, like, I use this for myself, 1-800-CONTACTS, and I'm able to place an order, and within a day or two I have 6 months worth of contacts. So are you saying that 1-800-CONTACTS does not support the market in Brazil? Is that what you're saying? And that's what you're building, is the 1-800-CONTACTS for Brazil? Is that the solution?
Yeah, but as a separate company, not like a competition with 1-800-CONTACTS.
But does 1-800-CONTACTS currently support people in Brazil, or do they not ship to Brazil?
They don't yet.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So you've built an app now, and are you selling the same contact lenses that 1-800-CONTACTS is? So you're selling Johnson and Johnson, you're selling all of those lenses just through your app? Is that what's happening at the moment?
Yes, and it's the same type of lenses that they sell.
Awesome. All right,
But
that's great.
I do it now in Costa
Are
Rica.
you making money yet? Are you making any money with this app? Are people buying contact lenses through the app?
Yes, they are. Doesn't make a lot of money, but
That's great,
it's
though.
starting
Good for you.
to it's starting to grow.
That's it. So what does it look like? Like what is the margin that you make on an order? Like how much money does your app keep? Like when I place an order and I buy 6 months worth of lenses, it's like $600. So how much money would you make on a $600 order?
It's like 30% profit.
Cool. Okay, awesome. And then how are you getting users? Are you just getting users through your current practice, like just your patients you're seeing, or
Yeah,
have you expanded outside of that?
I would say that 85% is from my practice, and I'm getting like 15% outside my practice.
That's great. Good for you, man. This is awesome. I love it. So what is your most significant need right now? Do you need support with a team to innovate faster? Do you need promotional support? Are you looking for an investment? What's your need?
I would like to have more technology, and in the Costa Rican market, we don't have so much experience in this sense. So probably in the US, we can find better support for all the technological needs for the company.
Awesome. And but your desire, like you're doing this right now in Costa Rica, your desire is you want to go into Brazil as your primary market. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And are there any other markets you want to go into as well, or is it predominantly going to be in the Brazilian market?
I would love to go into the US market and compete with the 1-800-CONTACTS.
Why would you want to do that? Just so I understand, like what's the thought process there?
It's a bigger market and much bigger than Costa Rica. The total Costa Rican population is like 4 million, and in the US you have, I don't know, 300 million or maybe more, I don't know.
So how will you compete against them? Because like you're going to offer the exact same product, right? Like there's not going to be anything different in your app than in 1-800-CONTACTS. They have a pretty recognized brand. Do you see a benefit of just staying in the international markets where they're not, with the goal that they acquire you in the future because you were able to break into a market that they're not currently into? Do you see that as a path?
Yes, maybe, or just compete with quality, with delivery service quicker, and have all the lenses available faster.
Yeah, but so how are you going to be able to compete with the like speed and quality of services when like a lot of delivery costs get a lot lower based on economies of scale? So how would you be able to compete with that with a lower order volume than some of these larger conglomerates?
I guess by the clinical background of the patients and being able to support them in the clinical sense.
So 1-800-CONTACTS has a lot of ophthalmologists that are involved with their company. They have a lot of, I use this platform. They, besides for Geico, which I think is the best customer support in the world, 1-800-CONTACTS is like very close. Like the level of support they offer customers is shocking. If their whole model is to make 30% on the sale, it blows my mind. So I'm really curious to see how you can compete with them. I definitely do not think you should go into the US market. I think you should go into the markets where they don't exist and then build traction there, because they would want to acquire you if you build enough traction. But do you have technology in your platform similar to 1-800-CONTACTS where I don't even have to go to the eye doctor anymore? I can just have my entire assessment done on my computer in my house, so that whenever I need to change my prescription, I don't need to go anywhere. It's happening all through the platform. Is that built, or is that a vision that you're going to build?
It's probably a vision which I can build over time. And I guess there is enough market for both companies that there is no need to make them crush or break their market. I think there is a big market in the US, so probably we could compete in same level or even a smaller level, but grow bigger than how it is now.
So how in Brazil, how are people getting contact lenses right now?
They just go to the ophthalmologist or the optic shop and get them directly. But I think there is no express service.
Do you know, or you think? Are you positive there's no express service?
I have asked colleagues from Brazil, and they tell me they don't have delivery.
Cool. All right. So what does everybody think? Yeah. What does everybody think in our audience here?
The market is interesting too. All the Latin American countries.
Very interesting. All right. So what does everybody think is watching? This is an interesting, positive predicament, we'll call it, to be in. So 1-800-CONTACTS just owns the market. I mean, complete monopoly. I didn't know they were not in Brazil, so I can't speak into that. But do you see an opportunity here to take what 1-800-CONTACTS is doing into other countries that they're not currently in? And then the hope and desire is we take a large market share in Brazil, and then 1-800-CONTACTS potentially would buy this platform in Brazil. Eric, what are your thoughts on next steps?
So for next steps, for the 10X Incubator, I am not ready to take this forward into next steps. I think there's too many questions. 1-800-CONTACTS owns this market. I'm not sure exactly what tech you would want built that doesn't exist today. However, for international markets, I think that this is probably something that you should pursue. I just don't see where the incubator plays into this idea.
So I was a yes actually on this until you said that you really wanted to go against 1-800-CONTACTS. I just don't see it at all. So as a result, I'm a no now. If you were going to just go after markets that they're not in, I think there's some level of interest there. But then I have so many questions around how do you even get into market in Brazil? Like, what does that model look like? How do we get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people using this platform instead of going to the ophthalmologist? 1-800-CONTACTS has been doing this for 20 plus years. I like when there's companies like that in the market. Like, I think that's a great thing, but there's no reason to go into the territory they're in. Let's go to where they're not and let them come to that territory and acquire us. So for that reason, I'm a no. I'm a yes on you. I think you're great. I can tell your heart is in the right place, and I love the fact that you've already started executing. Keep it up. Keep us posted as well. And if you do change your mind and just go after the international market, I'd be more inclined to say yes to due diligence. But for now, I'm going to say I'm a no. After this commercial break, we'll have another entrepreneur coming into the tank.
The insurance adjuster industry has not received much love in the space of innovation, ever. Professionals in this industry are faced with extremely arduous processes that make scaling difficult and quality of life poor. Claim Guru assists public adjusting businesses by providing powerful tools for managing every step of the claim process, from origination to settlement and beyond. In addition, Claim Guru will help professionals stay on top of their adjusting caseload, proactively guiding them through the process, which makes the customer experience significantly enhanced. Our client-centric approach helps to increase your company's capacity, providing you with the tools you need to grow and succeed. From lead management, contract execution, scheduling, claims filing, claims management, loss scoping, loss documentation, document creation and distribution, file transferring, claim activity documentation, task reminders and organization, form filling and filing, payment intake and distribution. The process is currently way too complex and time-consuming to allow for maximum profits. Until now. We invite you to take your public adjusting business to the next level by hiring a guru, the one and only Claim Guru.
And we are back with another entrepreneur in the tank. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Carl Pandang and I'm calling all the way from South Africa.
Awesome. Amazing. Good stuff. Around the world. Good stuff. All right. You got 5 minutes. Please share your big tech idea.
Okay, my big tech idea is I've seen a big gap in the market where luxury property and luxury brands are very disconnected in terms of being connected. So you normally have agents that have to try and market their property, and then you have artists, you have designers, you have interior decorators, and it's the agent's job to try and find all these people to try and actually sell the property itself. Whereas my idea is to integrate that all into one big app. So not a social network, but a network where everyone can join onto the app. You have blockchain technology, you have the smart contracts, and an investor can go on there, look at the different pieces of art. A property owner can also then choose what art and what furniture can come into the property as well. And all of that can be done via the smart contracts. What is happening is that the world is moving extremely fast in terms of technology, where you're going to be getting the metaverse, where everything is going to be in one marketplace. But then in reality, with these actual physical things, that is not happening. So to put all of this into a physical aspect with the technology of blockchain and the smart contracts, I think that would really work. And the way that this would bring money is obviously through commissions. So if you think of normal real estate agencies, they just worry about the actual properties that they're busy holding and what they're going to sell and what buyers they have. Whereas this is going to be basically a much more broader spectrum, because it will actually hold people that are artists, that are designers, that want to basically implement all of that together. Another idea of mine is that you have luxury car companies, and what they can do is then see what market is lacking in terms of what cars aren't selling in a different region. They can then approach make a property that's for sale and then do a collaboration with them. And that's also a way of then showing future investors who come and buy the property, oh, there's a Rolls Royce in the parking lot. I actually like that. Maybe I want to buy a Rolls Royce while I'm buying this house. And that's basically a brand collaboration. I do have a background in luxury brand management. So it is a scope that I have been looking at and have seen a huge gap where these brands are just very disconnected in terms of doing collaborations. And if these brands do collaborations with luxury property, it's a way of basically getting people who have the finances their foot through the door to go and buy these products.
Very interesting. So, question: who? Like, I feel like there's a lot of people we need to get onto this platform. I think, right? Maybe I'm wrong. So we need to get the brand as like one of the characters. We would need to get the agents. We would need to get potentially artists, and then we need to get wealthy people, or not, because the agents are working with the wealthy people anyway. So tell me, like, who are the different characters on this platform? Or am I right?
So you're pretty right. So basically, everyone in these spheres are all looking to actually sell their products. So the best way forward is to present this app to them and say, listen, this is a way of actually marketing your products. You want to sell and you want to get it into the categories that you wanted to get into. If you upload your products onto this app, you can then basically collaborate with future developers. And so this isn't just designers and artists, it's also developers, architects. So it's one big place where everyone can collaborate in terms of a developer's wanting to do I'm just joining a brand here, like a Fendi lounge. He can then approach the Fendi showroom in the app and then say, listen, I need...
But how do they not bypass the app? How do they not bypass the app? Because in theory, this could happen without the app right now. Like
It can. But the reason why I would not let it bypass is simply via the blockchain and via the smart contracts.
So speak into that. Why that? Yeah. Tell me where the blockchain and smart contracts fit into this.
Okay, so the reason why I have been thinking about this is because in Africa and Dubai, there's been a huge, big problem with people busy hacking the systems of the real estate agents. So when there's been a property transaction, this money has been siphoned off into these hackers' accounts. And if blockchain and if the smart contracts were available, this would actually halt that right there in its footsteps. So implementing this into a real-world scenario is going to be quite forthcoming because everything is laid right there and it's all there. Whereas they're busy now implementing this in the virtual world, but the virtual world is not the physical world and it's never going to be the physical world. So that's why I've just thought, okay, well, the best way to implement it is the smart contracts and is the blockchain. And I'm not talking about crypto or anything like that for any of the viewers. This is just a online ledger system that just basically implements that security aspect. And then when it comes in terms of collaboration, it's just a much more clear set collaboration agreement, which then is far more easier for the individuals involved.
So you're not talking about doing anything with like luxury ownership of things in the metaverse, right? That's not what you mean by the blockchain. You're talking about using the blockchain just as a utility, right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we are moving very fast into technology world. You can see it in the last 2 years how fast
we are. Yeah. So how does the platform make money? What's the revenue model?
The revenue model basically is just to take a the words gone over my head. Sorry, commission basis. So if an artist is going to put a $2 million artwork into the home, and that home is sold with the artwork, the app gets a commission of that. So the artist makes money, the developer makes money, the app makes money.
So what percentage do you think that is?
That would probably be like a 2 to 5%. So in California, for example, when a real estate agent sells a property, it's sometimes between 5 to 6%, but that's because marketing is in there. Whereas the rest of the world, it's 2%. So 1% goes to the agent, the other 1% goes to the agency. Whereas this will basically be an online agency for all of these different brands, the homes, the agents.
Where would you start? Where would you start? Because where would you start? Because if you go too wide with this, it's a lot of people and characters and artists and homes. Like what market would you start in?
The first market that I would want to start in is Dubai. The reason why Dubai, it's because it is the safest market right now. If you look at what's happening with Evergrande, the Evergrande is collapsing. You're going to see there's going to be a huge crash coming to California. You're going to see it happening in London. Dubai is pretty safe because they've actually undervalued their properties immensely. And what is happening is Dubai is changing its laws. Every week there's something new. Today they've just launched a 4.5 working day week. So what's happening is they are getting as many investors as possible into their country, and they're making it very westernized. And what's so lovely about Dubai is that they really have basically exploded their developments to such a degree where you have the Bulgari residents, you've got the Royal Atlantis residents, you have all of these homes, and you've got actual wealth there because of the no income tax. Okay. So I would start that in Dubai, and then from there slowly branch out into Europe and then the American sector. But Dubai would be the safest bet, in my opinion.
Awesome. Great presentation. So what does everybody think about this platform and this idea? Eric, what are your thoughts?
So my first thought is, so I'm a big fan of niches, right? But I'm not sure if this niche is too small to make a scalable project around. And also, I'm not 100% clear on exactly what problem we're solving, because when when we are identifying a problem and then pairing it with a solution, we want to make sure that the solution that we've created is 10 times better than what the status quo is. And it sounds to me like you're creating a marketplace where you're creating visibility for these luxury agents to be able to get luxury art and luxury furniture and all of those things into their buildings for their clients. But I think there's ways for them to find that right now, and I'm just missing where it would be 10 times better doing it this way rather than the status quo way.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, but I want to give you benefit of the doubt because I have a feeling you might know the answer to this. And you only had 5 minutes to share. So we're going to send you some questions to answer. Spend a little time on it. You're very impressive. Like you definitely know your stuff, and the passion is present as well. I think it's interesting. I think there's a lot of challenge with it, a lot of characters to get on here. Which that by like getting one character on a platform is hard, let alone 4 or 5 or maybe
it's
even
a Shakespearean
more.
show.
Yeah,
at this point.
truly. Yeah. But that was funny.
Yeah.
That was E Penny. That was good humor, E Penny. But with that, thank you for being in the tank. We'll send you some more questions. Please take some time to fill it out, and we appreciate you. Thanks so much for the presentation. After this commercial, E Penny might come back and be funny again, but we'll definitely have an entrepreneur in the tank.
Blueprinted is the place where you can go in and put those steps in there and then be able to impact the world and monetize on that by having a marketplace and a community that we're developing for you in Blueprinted.
So we've created the app for any expert to be able to come in and put their steps, their exact steps to success in our app and put it on a marketplace where people can go and buy the steps to any success.
Well, there you have it. 2 more entrepreneurs sharing their dream, sharing their tech vision, sharing their napkins, sharing their minimum viable product, sharing their cash flowing tech companies. I love that we get a chance to do this. And it's so interesting. We don't really need to. We have so much deal flow at this point. They're coming from everywhere. We have people that refer friends and family to us. We have different ecosystems that we've stepped into that just pour opportunities in. But we do this show every night, Monday through Friday. I mean, it's daunting, right? I don't know, like besides for soap operas, what's every day? Like this is pretty intense. You could be on a soap opera.
Well,
what would our Otis character be on a soap opera?
I would probably be, I'd definitely be one of the protagonists. Like I'd be one of the good guys.
I like that.
But I feel like I would be one of those characters who's like always following the rules, and it like life gets in the way of him because he always follows the rules.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah, that would probably.
What do you think Eric's character would be on the soap opera? I don't know about that, but let's see what you think about that. But it's so cool because we do it every day to give you the courage to do it once. I want to make sure that lands. We do this every evening so that you gain the courage to do it once. Because all you need to do is pitch once. Because if you are the right person with the right idea and the right market and the right business model, all you need is just one pitch. And that one pitch will transform your life. Because if we say yes, and we always want to say yes, the moment we say yes and then you respond with a hell's yes, everything changes. Because you become what we call a sexy tech founder. And we start building your vision. And once we build it, we start scaling it. And then once we scale it, we go for an exit. And that's a really exciting journey. So please don't just be here and watch every night. Although we do want you to come every night, what we really want you to do is pitch your one. Pitch your big idea. Head over to pitch10x.com and submit that big idea. Submit it. Don't feel silly. Just submit it. In addition, please make sure to head over to 10xtechtank.com. Fill out the form on that page so we can notify you as we go live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And in exchange for you signing up, we're also going to give you a really cool gift. It's the perfect pitch kit. Just check it out. You're going to love it. You need this, whether you're pitching us or you're pitching anyone. So with that, thank you. Always get off the fence, share your big idea, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
Which napkin will become the next exit? Which MVP will evolve into a unicorn? Which cash-flowing tech company will reach the next level? Our hope and desire is that it's yours. Your idea, your MVP, your cash-flowing tech company. Now is your time. Head over to 10xincubator.com and submit your idea so that you get on the tank and give us the chance to transform your napkin into an exit. That's 10xincubator.com. That's 10xincubator.com. Let's go.